Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm just waiting. There are some people popping out. There we go. We are live on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. How's everyone doing today? How's it going, everybody? Welcome to episode number 1275. That's right, episode number 1275 of Navigating the Modern World with Eli, the Walking with Purpose live edition. Live today from Red Morton Park. Today we're going to be talking about, hey babe, how are you doing? Welcome to the show. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally, Dawn is here in the house. Whatever is meant to happen will happen. So just stay calm. One more time. Today's topic is whatever is meant to happen will happen. So just stay calm. I hope you've all had a great day so far. I've taken the last few days off. I don't know if you folks heard me mention earlier on, I think it was Friday or a stream previous to this one, where I've been suffering from constant, not constant, but chronic constipation. It's not constant, but every now and then, probably like maybe I'd say like 2 or 3 times a year. You know, I just I eat some things I really shouldn't eat. I intake less fiber. It's the processed foods and stuff that we eat. I try to eat as best as possible. I move around, I walk a lot, I do all that, but just sometimes it just catches up to me. And I've had chronic constipation since birth, and I've been dealing with that for the last week or week and a half, and it's pretty much almost cleared up. This episode of my chronic constipation, but that's why I haven't been going live as often. I've been just getting a lot more rest. Plus, Don and I have had a bunch of things to do. We went out of town over the weekend for a day. And if you want to hear more about that, we talked about it on our podcast, episode number 51 of the Don and Eli Take on the World podcast. Was actually recorded earlier today, not yesterday. Don and I were really tired. And we just needed a full day to recover yesterday after going out of town on Saturday. And so, you know, um, that is that. But I feel a bit better today, and I think I'll be close to 100% by tomorrow. So that's all good. Feels really good to get on the walk. My last walk was on Friday. Now, where we went on Saturday, we did a lot of walking there. I'm not going to share where we went. Don and I shared a little bit more about that on the podcast. You'll have to tune in this Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific on the other channel, GNA Genuine Personal Development. Links below in the description. You can also do a Google search for Don and Eli Take on the World podcast and find us on your favorite audio only podcast network. We're on the audio only network as well. Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, my latest favorite, iHeartRadio, Amazon Audible, YouTube's Music, and many of the rest of the not as popular or not as well known audio only podcast networks. Anyway, so that is that. That is that. Yeah. Give me a second. I'll be right back. All right. We are back live. We are right. We are back live. We are back live. We are back live. We are back live. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me and see me clearly, babe. Thank you. Bill, again, with the restreaming. Let's talk about it, Bill. We're going to continue to talk about you until you just go away. Okay? That's what we're going to do because I can talk about whatever I want to talk about here, Bill. And here's the thing. You're not going to stop until you get taken down for violating the terms of service here on YouTube. You are rebroadcasting me as I am broadcasting live. I'm stating this because this is a transcript point for YouTube's content ID system. And I'm also letting you know, Bill, that I got a response from my partner manager today. And he told me exactly where to escalate the situation. I'm just letting you know, Bill, you will be platform enforced at some point. But here's the thing, Bill. Let's talk about this because, Bill, you want some drama, Bill? I'll give you drama. I can give anyone drama. It doesn't matter to me. Like I'm cool, calm, and collected. But if this is if this is how you want to play the game, if this is how you want to play the game, Bill, because you're not man enough to admit the truth, especially after what you said on the defendant's live stream the other night, and then you did your own videos. Bill, you want my attention so badly, Bill. You do. You want my attention so badly. So guess what, Bill? I'm going to give it to you. And I'm going to keep giving you my attention until you go away or until you're removed by YouTube. Because let me tell you this. Here's the thing. Your homeboy over there that did a stream tonight for 58 minutes, made $10, had an average of 22 people there, was trying to talk about me and trying to talk about the case and all that, right? The whole thing is falling apart, Bill, right? The whole thing is falling apart, Bill. And you're just going to go along with it, right? How much longer do you want to keep playing this game? How much longer do you want to keep playing this game? We all know that you do whatever the defendant, Jamie, says. We all know why you do it. We all know that you could probably get a lot more traction if you restreamed me if I went live at the same time. If I went live at the same time earlier tonight, Bill, you would not have restreamed me, right? So I purposefully waited until your buddy, Jamie, finished to see if you would restream, and you did. So you're more so showing a pattern here, Bill. How much do you want my attention, Bill? Are you not able to get any views or make any money without me? Because you say that you're independent. You do this on your own. You have other content, Bill. How come you restream me almost every day, Bill? Why do you do it? Is it easy money? Why don't you admit to everyone that you need me as your content, Bill? Why don't you admit that? Your actions are showing otherwise. Why don't you admit that? Why don't you? You want my attention that bad? I'll give you my attention, Billy boy. I'll give you my attention, right? Keep on going, man. Keep on pressing the issue, man. And you're going to see what's going to happen. Pathetic, man. You and your entire group. You and that entire group stemming from the defendant, you guys have nothing without me. I don't care if you clip me or cut me, cut me all the heck you want, man. I don't care. Talk all the smack about me all you want. The more you talk about me, the more famous you're going to make me. You can laugh at me all you want, but you do it every single day. So obviously you need me. I don't need you. You need me. You cannot go one day without restreaming me when your buddy Jamie is not on at the same time as I am, right? You cannot go one day that proves that you are dependent on me for your content. Either that, or you're doing it because other people that are in litigation with me right now are not able to do it. Do you think I'm that dumb? Do you think I'm that dumb? Can you keep up with me, Bill? Can you talk as fast as me? Can you keep on talking? Can you keep on pausing? Can you hear me, babe? One in the chat, you can hear me. One in the chat, you can hear me. Can you put one in the chat, you can hear me, please? I want to make sure I'm going through. Thank you. What do you think about Bill, babe? And make it PG for YouTube. I don't want you getting filtered. What do you think about Bill? Tell us what you think in the chat there. Are you the Out of Time channel, Bill? Are those your sock accounts that you're sharing along with some people, Bill? Is that you? Are you out of time? You seem to have all the time in the world. No matter what time I go live, you're right there. Any time of the day, right? So you're never out of time, Bill. He's a sad, lonely man longing for attention. Yeah, Bill, here's the thing. We're going to be polite and just say you're a sad, lonely man longing for attention. We're not going to say other things, Bill, so you can clip us and try to get his platform enforced, Bill, right? But I will tell you this, Bill, you're a disgrace. You're a disgrace to your own community, Bill. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're an absolute disgrace to your own community, Bill. That's very safe to say, Bill, because that's just my opinion about how I feel you behave representing your community, Bill, right? So here's the thing, Bill, I don't have a problem with any communities. My only issues are with people that act silly or act abnormal, right? That's it, right? You practically admitted, I'll say this right in front of the audience, that you're stealing from me, Bill. They may not like me, but they would be watching me here, Bill, if you weren't restreaming. And that's why you're doing it, because you can't get any other traction doing anything else, Bill. You don't get the numbers doing anything remotely close to me. You don't. You don't. None of you do. None of you do. The defendant tonight, I heard your stream, sir. I wasn't going to talk about it, but now that your buddy Bill is rebroadcasting, you know what's going on. You know why he's doing it. You know you would rather do it, Mr. Defendant. You know you would rather do it, but you're not doing it because we're in court in 30 days for a dispositive hearing, right? Your numbers, sir, tonight, Jamie, were pathetic. And they're exactly where they should be. Your numbers are exactly where they should have always been. And let me say this. This might not be the most professional stream from a man that's trying to create something that I'm trying to create, but I really don't care at this point because I'm here to stand up for myself and to stand up for what's right. And this is what resonates with people nowadays. Not sitting back and letting stupid shit, control the situation like what you folks do, right? Your numbers were pathetic. $10 for the whole show, 58 minutes. You tried to talk about me. You tried to say, "Oh yeah, start your 30-day countdown," and that way I can go to the court and tell them that you're trying to use the court case for content. I'm not trying to use anything. I have the right to talk about the case as much as I want. I'm not using this case for anything besides holding you accountable for what you've wronged me on. If I want to report the news regarding the case or reporting what you guys are doing to continue to harm me, I'm going to do that all I want. If you want to go to Judge Stacy and try to file whatever you want, go right ahead. I've told you that all along. But you tried to use my name. You tried to spark up the Eli thing, and no one was buying it. They weren't donating, and they weren't showing up because they know it's been played out. All of you, right? It's been played out. Pathetic. Pathetic. You admitted on the defendant's live stream, Bill. You admitted that you would not go live at the same time as him. Hey, Lewis, how you doing? Welcome. You admitted that, right? Do both of you think I'm stupid? Do you both think that just because I've sued the defendant in court that I'm not going to stand up for myself, that I'm going to be afraid to defend myself even during active litigation? I'm not doing anything wrong. You guys continue to harm me, so I'm going to continue to talk about it because I'm going to save my reputation online, and I'm going to do whatever I can to grow my business, my brand, and I'm going to do whatever I can to stop your nonsense within the court and on YouTube as well, within my rights. And you can, yep, you can run your mouth all you want. It doesn't matter. Because the court of public opinion has spoken. The court of public opinion has spoken. Right? Your little drama group, yeah, sure. You've got 30, 40 people over at Bill's probably right now that are always going to talk smack. How come they didn't show up to your channel tonight? How come they're over there at Bill's, but they weren't at your channel? Defendant? Your own people would rather watch a restream of me, wherever it is, than watch anything else that you do, defendant. That's got to sting. That's my opinion. You can take that to the judge all you want. It's my opinion. You want to try to file something for me stating a rightful opinion with my First Amendment protected speech while you're trying to slap me with an anti-slap saying I'm trying to silence you? Let's see how that goes, right? All you have left, defendant, is Bill doing the restreams. That's the only thing keeping your drama engine alive, in my opinion. You've tried so many other things, they failed. You tried to infiltrate the trauma community, they shut you out. You tried to reignite talking about me tonight, it didn't do anything. Do you realize that it's over? It's done. Capito. You've played it out so many times, right? You got more people probably on Bill's restream of me watching right now than people legitimately watching your stream earlier. Hey there, Eli. I'm sorry that you still have to deal with these. Yeah, you're right, Lewis. It's okay, man. I got plenty of time, man. I got plenty of time to handle all this, man. It's okay. It's okay. If Bill's going to keep restreaming me and playing games with Jamie, the defendant in my circuit civil case, then guess what? We'll play right along. And if Mr. Defendant, you want to threaten to report me to Judge Stacy, that's fine. Do what you got to do. Your threats don't work, man. If I want to do a countdown to court, I can do that all I want. Day 30 of the 30 days left until the MTD anti-SLAPP hearing. You want to file that? Go right ahead. You should be focused on trying to figure out how you're going to present your case, because I tell you, I've got mine. I've got a whole lot of evidence. You know the evidence I have. It's all in the complaint. I've even got more on top of that. But I've got more than enough in the complaint, 350 plus pages with 47 exhibits attached to it. You should be more focused on that than trying to save your sinking drama ship. I would not care if Bill was not restreaming me. He's a part of your ecosystem. He's a part of your network. You want to call him independent? Call him independent. He's independent with your audience that more so wants to watch restreams of me than watch your actual content, Mr. Defendant. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? None of you in this group would have ever amounted to anything on this platform if it wasn't for the restreams of me. You guys all made your name off of me. It's being proven in real time. I'm not saying that to be arrogant. I'm saying that because look at what happens when you don't talk about me. You make no money and you get no audience. So I'll tell you this, Jamie. Here's the thing. You want to play games using third parties like Bill? You want to report it to the court? Go right ahead. Go right ahead. What are you going to report? In my opinion, we all know that you and Bill are friends. We all know you're part of the same ecosystem. We all know that if anyone streams against you, Jamie, you get mad and you typically will remove them. But on your stream on Friday, you said, "Oh, I'm not going to remove Bill. I would be upset. I wouldn't be happy." No, man, you've had other people do that to you, and you've gone off the rails. Don't sit there and try to play the role of the saint all of a sudden, because nobody's buying that, man. Nobody's buying that. No one is buying that. And here's the thing. I'm not only fighting for my rights with the circuit civil case, I'm also fighting for YouTube optics. I do care about that. I'm going to fight for my rights for both. I'm not going to let you optically destroy me anymore, and I'm not going to let you violate me in legal ways, which is why we're in court. So it's a combination of both. And again, you want to file whatever you want to file. It's a free country. You can file whatever you want. We'll see what Judge Stacy says at whatever hearing. Well, the next hearing is the MTD anti-SLAPP on April 9th in 1 month. And any hearing after that. You can file whatever you want, and let's see how much of whatever you file Judge Stacy actually wants to hear or see. Right? You can file whatever you want. You can threaten to file whatever you want. You can keep running your mouth all you want. And again, honestly, if it wasn't for Bill right now doing the restreams, you would be completely out of business, sir, drama-wise, in my opinion. It's my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion, right? You can't have anyone else besides Bill do it because the other people that could do it are too close to the case and they don't want to do something that affects the case, right? So you have just, however you've done it, right? You've just let Bill do the restreams, right? Do you think, Mr. Defendant, do you think that do you think I would feel that you would give up the most profitable thing to you, which is my restreams, unless it was your only option? You would not give up your biggest cash cow. You could rebroadcast me right now, Defendant, and you would make more money than you've made all month, right? So if you think for 1 second that I believe you would give that up for the heck of it, I'm not buying it. You're giving it up because we're in court. And you're giving it up to someone that you know, first of all, that someone you've given it up to does have a prior record, sir. And you know he's the kind of guy, probably, in my opinion, that's willing to push, let's just be polite, push the boundaries, right? Push the boundaries, right? See, here's the thing. You folks want me to talk? You want me to respond to you? You want me to you want my attention? Here's the thing. This is just me responding because you guys are doing things that are affecting me. You're rebroadcasting me. That's all I care about. If you weren't rebroadcasting me, you wouldn't get a peep. So don't try to make this into a back and forth for the hearing. Sir, you could tell Judge Stacy whatever you want. Oh, Your Honor, this is a back and forth, so there's no way this could be defamation. There's no way this is a YouTube beef. No, it's not. Try to spin it all you want. I'm prepared for that. Because the thing is, nothing overcomes stating false statements of fact or stating false statements as fact. The proof speaks for itself right on your own live stream, sir. That's not a YouTube beef. That's you accusing me of things, accusing me of unlawful behavior or even criminal behavior that I have never done. Right? That speaks for itself. This is not a YouTube beef. This is not a YouTube beef. This is me standing up for myself. And the only way I can stop this, the rebroadcasts, I'm working on stopping them. I am working with YouTube's internal team. And I'm going to continue to work with them. And you guys will keep coming back on sock accounts, and I'll keep on reporting you guys. I will report every single one of your sock accounts, every single one of your main channels, everything. I'll keep doing it. And other people are doing it too. Until you folks stop, until you folks leave me alone, stop rebroadcasting me, stop saying that I can restream you whenever I want, stop doing stuff that's violating my rights. And don't try to say it's fair use. It's not fair use the way you guys are doing it. Go ahead and do your stream, Jamie, responding to this. Go ahead and do it. This is what you wanted. There you go. I'm giving it to you. Go right ahead. While you're at it, Mr. Jamie, why don't you just restream me instead of Bill? Because we're in active litigation. Why don't you restream me instead of Bill? You're going to let Bill make more money than you? Why don't you publicly state, Mr. Defendant, why you're no longer restreaming me? Why don't you publicly state why you no longer restream me when you know you really want to? And here's the thing. Yes, I know you don't technically control Bill, but Bill came on your panel like a good boy. And you know you could easily tell Bill, hey, man, I'm in this case. I really don't want any issues. Can you just cut out the restreams, man? You know you could do that. But you're not going to play it off to your audience that way because it would make you look weak, right? The thing is, Jamie, the thing is this. You're already at the point right now where everybody knows that you played this out and you've been dependent on my name and likeness as your content engine out here. And tonight and last week and the decline of your network since you stopped talking about me has gone way down. And you all know it, right? Right? Sometimes you got to fight fire with fire. Sometimes, correct me if I'm wrong, babe, sometimes you got to fight fire with fire. You guys can't get my name out of your mouth. I'm not the one talking about you. You talked about me, defendant. You also. Hang on, we've got some people coming. You talked about me on your show, defendant, and you got Bill restreaming me every day when I'm not live at the same time as you. So, yeah, Melas says, yep. So, I mean, you're the ones that are keeping it going because you have nothing else. The bottom line is you have nothing else. Bill, you have nothing else. Mr. Defendant, you have nothing else for the drama side of things. And yeah, you got your movie channel. Why don't you focus on that? Is it because you miss getting $200, $300, $400 a stream in donations where on your monetized movie channel, you're probably making $500, $600 a month on ad revenue all month? You're used to making that in 1 or 2 streams per week. Mr. Defendant, are you going through withdrawals regarding the amount of money you were making? Exploiting my content? Are you going through withdrawals? How come you, Mr. Defendant, and Bill, how come you two never answer direct questions? You never answer the questions that are reasonable, right? Because we all know you're playing games. We know you're playing games. We know that you're trying to get away with exploiting my content in different ways, right? You see, in my opinion, what's happening through Bill right now is Bill is being used as a patsy, right? And I don't know if there's any revenue sharing going on. I'm not accusing anyone. I'm not going to speculate about it. But at the same time, I can't rule it out. I'm not accusing, but I can't rule it out. I know how these people work, right? Just letting you folks know. I'm going to continue to platform report you, platform enforce things, and I'm going to continue to hold people accountable through the courts. I'm going to continue to take every action possible to protect my content and my rights. And if you guys are going to continue to talk about me, I'm going to continue to talk about you and share the truth. And if you keep on talking about me, then we're just going to keep going. We're going to keep going until everybody knows how silly and stupid this is, right? Everything in life will always pan out the way it's supposed to be, or the way it's supposed to. Everything in life will just pan out the way it's supposed to. And you don't have to worry about anything. I'm not worried about anything. If it wasn't YouTube, and if what these people were doing by being content thieves of my content, I wouldn't be talking about them. I'm here to protect my content. I'm here to make statements and say, hey, these are unauthorized rebroadcasts. I'm creating a chronological timeline, right? And I'm also asking reasonable questions in real time that the rebroadcaster bill has to address his audience. What other content do you have besides rebroadcasting me? What other content do you have? Why don't you be honest and say that the majority of your audience is Jamie's audience? Why don't you admit that, Bill? Bill, true or false? Is the majority of your audience watching the restream right now and the people that follow you, are they primarily Jamie's audience? That's why you don't want to upset him, because you know that you don't get a whole lot of traction because you're not a big YouTuber. You're not well known, right? There's really no purpose to your channel. You call it Brutally Honest, right? It's like a basic channel name, right? You only get traction through known communities, people that know you, right? And where do people know you the most? They know you from the defendants group of people. These numbers are actually legitimate. This is not being botted. If it was being botted, it'd be like in the 95s to 100. I mean, we've got legitimately 80 people here. That's either telling me that something happened to Bill's restream, or there are just a bunch of new people that are here. Whatever. You want to keep going, Bill? We can keep going all you want. We could do this every day. I've got my other channel where I create the podcast with Don. Our podcast is growing more so through the audio only network, but more and more people are finding out about us. I can separate that. Bill, if you want to go back and forth every single day and talk about the same old thing, Bill, we can do that. I mean, at some point, your audience is going to get tired of the same old thing. I'm not. I walk every day. I can sit here and go live and say, oh, yeah, he's restreaming me again. He has no other content. He shares the same audience with the defendant, right? Right, he calls me the same insults every day. I mean, we could do the same thing. Let's just do the same thing every day, Bill. I got all the time in the world, man. I walk every day. I get my exercise. Well, I haven't been walking almost every day lately because I had some constipation issues, but I'm back to walking every day because I feel better now. I'm all good. And here's the thing. Here's the thing, Bill. Hey, Lewis, I see you. I'll get to you in a second. You see, you and the defendant, Bill, you want people coming on your panels. Even the defendant has complained about people not wanting to face him one-on-one on his panels. No one wants to go on your panels and not get a word in and be massively insulted to the point of where we have to leave, and then you're going to say we rage quit, right? Do you realize why people don't want to come on your panels, defendant, or on your panel, Bill? I mean, you might have some people that you've known for a while, Bill, that will come on your panels every now and then, but none of the new people, nobody from my end here, none of the new people will ever come on your panels because they know that there's no substance to your panels or your content. There's no substance there at all. It's all just a bunch of insults. It smells some really nasty trash, like fishy trash. That's all it is. You guys are just a bunch of nasty insults. How productive is that? Anyone can go live and insult people, right? Anyone can go live and insult people. I'm not even here insulting any of you. I'm sitting here and I'm just exposing your crappy behavior. You're grown millennial men in your early to mid 40s, right? And you guys behave in the most bizarre ways as your content because you know creating regular content will not get you any traction. It won't. You guys intentionally behave in bizarre ways because it's the only way anyone would ever pay any attention to you on a platform like YouTube, right? Lewis says these people are harassing you. They technically are, Lewis, but according to the law, they're not. According to the internet laws, like I've tried to get a harassment order on somebody that was actually harassing me and stalking me and all that. And the judge denied it. And that was even after the judge accused this person of doing 2 illegal things to me. It's because this person lives 2,500 miles away. The internet laws have not caught up. So here's the thing, Lewis. The only thing we can do is we can go to civil court if people are defaming us and violating us civilly, or we can go to copyright court if they're violating us in that way. That's what I'm handling with that defendant, Jamie, right? Or we can also talk about it on YouTube. We can keep talking about it just like they are. And we can have 2 different channels just like we have. And we can talk about it every single day. And we'll see who gets worn down first. Right, Lewis? The internet judge needs to go back to school. Oh, ODN TV. Hey, guys, just stopping in to say hi. I'm busy doing stuff, so I'll catch the replay. Hi, Eli, Dawn, Tia, Lewis, and everyone. Hey, how's it going, ODN? Welcome, man. Welcome, broski. It's all good, man. It's not a whole lot going on here, bro. It's Bill rebroadcasting again on behalf of his buddy, the defendant, right? AODN says respectfully, maturely, and professionally. Yeah, tomorrow, I heard back from my partner manager for this channel, GNA2. Very, very nice guy. He gave me some information that only people in that partner program group, that not every creator has access to, where I can submit the information and it goes directly to the trust and safety team. Now, I'm sure my community partner manager has already forwarded them the email. They just can't say that, right? But I'm just letting you know, Bill. The trust and safety team at YouTube is going to be looking into your delete and restart and delete and restart and getting a bunch of super chats with a bunch of deleted live streams. Do you not think that that's a very risky move for your monetized channel? Let me ask you this, Bill. Would you be crying if you lost your monetized channel? What would you do if you got removed from the YouTube partner program, Bill, and then you also got that channel shut down? Would you be upset? Be honest, right? You got backup channels, right? You're not supposed to have backups. You'd be circumventing, just like your friend, the defendant in my circuit civil case, right? You would circumvent, right? But you would be very, very hurt, Bill. You'd be very, very upset if you got demonetized, or even worse, got terminated, right? You're the next one. I remember what I said, Bill. I said earlier last year that Miss T's channel was going to be demonetized, and it went. You're going to be next, Bill. I promise you. You're going to be next. It's probably going to happen sooner than you think. Because the pattern on your channel, you think deleting is safe? You think if you constantly restream people and then delete the evidence so you don't get platform enforced, you don't think that the biggest company in the world that practically almost created AI and algorithms and stuff, you don't think they know what you're doing? You don't think they have shadow copies of your restreams? Do you really think that you're evading their radar? It just hasn't caught up to them to the point of where they're going to take action yet, but eventually they will, because the pattern continues, Bill. And I'm going to make sure they get constant reports from me with lots of proof, Bill. I've got the screenshots and the screen records. I've got the backup Rumble videos, right? And they can see everything that happens. They see it. They see it on your main monetized channel, Bill. I'm going to hand it to Team YouTube, Bill, on a silver platter. I'm going to hand them everything on a silver platter, Bill. You know, I didn't want to go this route on this stream today, but I knew Bill was going to rebroadcast, and he's going to continue to do it every time that I go live when his friend, Jamie, the defendant, isn't live at the same time as I am on. And that's because, in my opinion, he's trying to help Jamie. He's absolutely going to deny it like he has been, but then he goes on a panel like they're best buds and he's being subservient to the defendant. Oh, I would never ever, stream against Jamie. I would never do that. Why not? You're independent. You can make a whole lot more money restreaming me than watching him, right? Or is it because you two are buddies? And this is something that, and I'm being careful with my wording here because that little dude over there, well, that dude over there wants to try to use everything against me in court, and I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's not going to work. The bottom line is that it's in my opinion, I'm saying in my opinion, this is acting in concert. In my opinion, it's coordination. They absolutely, in my opinion, are coordinating. You guys can cry all you want. Talk about me all you want. Jamie, talk about me all you want every single day between now and April 9th. I don't care. Same thing with you, Bill. Talk about me every day, restream me every day, and we'll keep talking about you every day. And we'll keep finding new things to talk about. And we'll continue to dig, Bill. Trust me. We'll continue to dig. I'll start looking at the archive for the last 5 years, Bill. And I'll join the party. Okay? If that's the way you want to play it, that way, Bill, then I'll play it better. Trust me on that. No one can outlast me, Bill. No one. I'm 52 years old. I'll outlast all of you guys that are even 10, 20 years younger than me. No one will outlast me. And eventually, every single one of you will be legally handled or platform enforced by YouTube and Google. Bottom line, me, I haven't done anything. My channels are in very good standing. 2 monetized channels. One of them been monetized for 7 years. The other one here, GNA2, for 4 years. All in very good standing. You can't touch this. No, right? Can't touch this, right? But you're making it very easy for us to, be able to report your stuff and get you enforced, right? Why, Bill? Because you're trying to fit in? You're trying to fit in? It's so obvious, Bill, that you are dependent on the defendant. Just, again, the way you were so subservient to him on his panel on Friday and then the previous stream before that, that's pathetic, man. You really are not independent, man. You weren't behaving that way on his stream. You weren't. You're not. You're a bunch of hot air, Bill. You're a bunch of hot air, right? Full of insults that don't mean anything, that don't affect me in any way, right? The only thing that affects me is your restreams, and those will be stopped, Bill. One way or another, you're going to be platform enforced, and eventually, at some point, you may end up in court with me, but I'm going to handle things optically first. YouTube optics, I'm going to handle it optically first, Bill. Right? Again, I'm not going to stop until you stop, Bill. We're going to go toe to toe every single day, Bill. Every single day. Every day between now and when I end up in court on the 9th as the plaintiff in the motion to dismiss slash any slap hearing. Oh, yeah, YouTube knows what's happening, Lewis. They do. I'm going to say it one more time. You got a pathetic turnout, Mr. Defendant. 22 people on average. 109 views, 58 minutes, $10. You were begging people. Can we get up to at least 25 or 50? How does it feel, man? How does it feel to know that everything that you built was based off of me over the years? And now, because we're in court 30 days away from a major dispositive hearing, you can't use it and your numbers are suffering. That speaks for itself. That speaks for itself more than any kind of theatrics you can try to pull, right? More than any type of community posts you can do to try to rage bait your audience to try to show up to an upcoming stream, and then you try to create a clickbaity title, right? Yeah, those methods don't work anymore. Why? Because your main character, me, is finally standing up for themselves, taking you to court and otherwise, right? That proved itself tonight. It proved itself. And finally, after all these years, my hard work is finally starting to pay off. And people are beginning to see the truth of the matter. People are beginning to see that this group of people, led by the defendant and others, Jamie, Bill, and other people that have restreamed me for years, they have nothing without me. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, keep running your mouth, Bill. It's all good. I'm going to go home and spend some time with my lady. We're going to watch some shows. I'll be up early in the morning, furthering my communications with YouTube's trust and safety team and some other things. Yeah, just know, Bill, I'm in progress of shutting this down. I'm not joking. Right? You can sit there and say, oh please, you call me the C word, right? Oh please, CUCK, right? Oh please, you'll see. You gonna cry when you go down for terms of service? You gonna cry? What are you gonna do? You gonna sue me? I told you, hey, you know what? When you go down, you can sue me. I welcome you suing me. You can initiate the case, then I'll countersue you. Let's go, Bill. You want to play the YouTube game, Bill? I'll play it better. I'm not here to play games, but if you're going to play the game with someone that just wants to come out here and help people become better people, and I don't care if you think I'm not good at doing that. That doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to me. Babe, get your, if you have a quote, babe, please get it in the chat. If you have a quote, please get it in the chat. We are at exactly 60 minutes, 1 hour exactly. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally, Don's quote of the day. What's truly meant to be has a way of finding its place. Sometimes the best thing we can do is simply let it be. You're right. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally, Dawn. Again, my lovely lady Dawn says in her quote, "What's truly meant to be has a way of finding its place. Sometimes the best thing we can do is simply let it be." Well, you know, ignoring things are typically the best, right? But here's the thing: when it comes to people like the defendant and Bill, these people, they don't stop when you ignore them. So you ignore them, and then they rebroadcast you 10, 15 times in a row. At that point, you're not going to ignore. At that point, you're going to start calling it out, and then you're going to start the platform enforce it. You're going to escalate to the internal team. You're going to use your partner manager. You're going to use YouTube creator support. You're going to use legal support at youtube.com, right? You're going to use all that stuff, right? Trust me, I know every single method to report this kind of stuff. And let me tell you this, I'm not here to harm people. I'm here to protect the platform and do the right thing. But people know I am very successful at reporting this and getting channels removed that deserve to be removed for violating the terms of service. So unless you folks, want to be dealing with repercussions like that, don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. I'm serious. Because anyone that messes with me, I will use every single option to rightfully and properly report you to the right authorities, platform or off platform. All right, I'm going to go. We're at 1 hour and 2 minutes, 74 in the box. Have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other. See you all tomorrow. Good night, everyone.